LuSEEvo. See beyond the ordinary. At first glance, it may seem like a single book, but in reality it is a carefully arranged collection of writings that spans centuries of history. The Protestant Bible contains 66 books, divided into two main sections: the Old Testament with 39 books and the New Testament with 27 books. Catholic and Orthodox Bibles include additional books known as the deuterocanonical books, but the overall structure remains largely the same. The Old Testament begins with the first 5 books, often called the Torah or the Pentateuch. Traditionally associated with Moses, these books describe creation, humanity's earliest history, the patriarchs of Israel, the exodus from Egypt, and the giving of God's law. Next come the historical books, which continue the story of the people of Israel from their entry into the Promised Land through the periods of judges, kings, exile, and return. The wisdom and poetry books include works such as Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon. These writings explore worship, wisdom, human suffering, love, and life's deepest questions. The Old Testament concludes with the prophets. These books contain messages delivered by prophets who called Israel and Judah to faithfulness, warned of coming judgment, and often spoke of future hope and restoration. The New Testament opens with the 4 Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Each tells the story of Jesus from a unique perspective while sharing the same central events. The Book of Acts follows, describing the growth of the early Christian movement after Jesus' death and resurrection, according to the biblical account. The Epistles, or letters, were written by apostles and early Christian leaders to churches and individuals. They explain beliefs, encourage believers, and address practical challenges faced by early Christian communities. The Bible concludes with Revelation, a book filled with vivid symbolic imagery describing visions traditionally attributed to the Apostle John. Its interpretation has been debated for centuries, and many biblical scholars recognize multiple approaches to understanding its symbolism. Although the Bible is arranged into sections, the books together form a continuous narrative that begins with creation and ends with a vision of renewal and hope. Understanding this structure makes reading the Bible far easier and reveals how each book fits into the larger story. Wow! I didn't know that! And if you enjoy discovering the extraordinary, subscribe to LuSEEvo and see beyond the ordinary.